Here's a fun fact. Did you know that this Congress, the one that was sworn in 2022, the 118th Congress, has been the least productive Congress in history? Okay, there was one exception in 1931, but that was during the Great Depression, and that Congress only met for 3 months. So other than them, this Congress, under Republican leadership, has passed fewer laws than any Congress in American history. It has passed just 27 bills. 27! So think about this by comparison. The previous session of Congress, when Democrats had the majority and Nancy Pelosi was Speaker, we had a tiny majority. Guess how many bills we passed? 308. 308 bills, and of those, some of them were major pieces of legislation. The Bipartisan Infrastructure Act, the CHIPS and Science Act, the Inflation Reduction Act, which is the biggest piece of climate legislation in American history, the American Rescue Act, the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, which is the first gun legislation passed in 30 years, and 303 other bills as well. I should just add that of the 27 bills that Republicans have gotten done this session, one was to create a commemorative coin and two were to rename buildings. So in reality, they have passed 24 bills. Not only have they not passed bills, the Republicans have actively shelved major pieces of legislation, major bills that have always been passed in the past by every Congress. The FAA authorization bill, the farm bill, budgets, they've just refused to deal with. Oh, and not to mention the fact that it took them 15 rounds to choose a speaker, and then that speaker only lasted for 10 months. None of that has ever happened before. Now, we can joke about the fact that these people are getting paid $174,000 a year to do nothing, and that's our money, by the way. But I really want to underscore this to you so that you can underscore it to people that you talk to. This is not a bug. This is a feature of the Republican Party. They don't believe in government. Now, before you say, well, I don't care, I don't believe in government either, what has it ever done for me? I want you to consider what a world without government looks like. There is no Social Security, there is no Medicare, there is no Medicaid, there is no Obamacare, there are no veterans benefits, there's no FAA, so there's no flying, there's no nutritional assistance for anyone who needs the help, there's no courts, there are no environmental protections, there's no food inspection. You want your air to be clean, you want your water to be drinkable, sorry, because without a government, there's no guarantee that either of those things will ever be true. The border crisis that we really are having, I want to remind you that Republicans had full control of the House from 2014 to 2018, and from 2016 to 2018, they had the presidency as well. They had every opportunity to pass border legislation. They did not. President Biden proposed border legislation the second he came into office. They don't want to take it up. Democrats just proposed more border legislation, and once again, Republicans have scuttled it. Why? Because they don't want government, because they don't want answers. They thrive on chaos, they thrive on destruction because it enables rich people to stay rich. But y'all, I don't thrive on it, and neither do you. So please remember, in November, we have one party that wants to burn it all down, and we have one party that is imperfect, but wants to find solutions. Please vote accordingly, it matters.